A time machine of traffic parading down Pleasant Street as automobiles from just about every decade take a spot on the lawn of the Ice House Museum in New London for an afternoon meetup of the Profile Automobile League, or POW for short.
This is a 1955 Pontiac Star Chief convertible. It's the top of the line for 1955 Pontiacs. I've been a member of this group for 40 years. I joined this group. My parents were members of the group. They joined in the late 60s. You don't have to be from New Hampshire to belong to PALS. There's members from Maine, there's members from Vermont and Massachusetts that also participate.
Founded in 1954, the club claims to be the oldest continuously operating antique car club in the state. And the members are dedicated to preserving, restoring, driving, and showing antique vehicles.
Well, this is a 1941 Lincoln Continental. It's the second year of production for the Continental model. And it was commissioned by Edsel Ford, who was Henry Ford's son. We're all sick puppies. But you know, you stop me if you've heard this before. You come for the cars, but you stay for the people. So it's a great group of folks. We simply have a common interest in automobiles.
Bill Kidder, one of the founders of POW, is also the man responsible for the Ice House Museum in New London, a destination that showcases just about every artifact of Yankee ingenuity, from old cars to working tools, toys, and town artifacts.
My grandfather, Bill Kidder Sr., was the person who started this out, and as a member of the family, I grew up. My first job here was working here in the summer, helping him take care of this place. He was an amazing individual, and he really cared about his community, and he cared about other people, and he liked to get people excited in sharing his passion.
Bill is also the man responsible for getting New Hampshire to offer antique license plates. The museum's Model T still sports antique number 1 and gives rides to visitors.
Kind of a hidden treasure. People will come and say, how have I driven by this and never seen it before? So I think it's great to be able to work together with PALS and continue that long tradition of preserving old cars and showing them off and getting people excited about that. So it's a win-win.
Lloyd Graves is one of the original members of the Profile Automobile League.
Well, I've been a member since 1955. Oh, I don't know, it was a whole gang of us down in the Seacoast area. And we all had Model T Fords, and we got together and had a good time. I'm not a mechanic, but I've always got home. I've had a Model T since I was 16, when I got my license, and I've always got home without being towed.
Okay, baby, don't fail me.
Scott McDonald is one of the newer members of the club and says they're always looking for new auto enthusiasts to join them for a ride.
We are looking for younger members. We're looking for new members. And it's important to know that you don't need to own a classic or an antique car.
You can join just to learn about the cars and meet new people with a shared interest.
I never owned a car when I was in high school, so I'm kind of having a second childhood with working on this car and being with these folks. And everybody is just so open and warm about bringing you into, it's like a giant family, really. It's not just a club. It becomes like a giant family. I look at the cars as kind of like a canvas with an artist. The stories of the cars go with the owners, and also the car themselves are a living example of the personalities and history of the owners.
There are a lot of stories. There are a lot of stories. And you see how it brings a smile to my face. It's really a good group of people, and we have a lot of fun. And our profile of the league is pals, and we are pals. We're friends.